Hello there, gamers. How's everyone doing on this wonderful day today? It's magnificent seeing you guys. Hope everyone's doing good. Enrager right there, yeah. Is this thing even good? I mean, like, it looks cute. Like, 270 damage, 150 strength is flipping good, but is this thing even good, though? Oh, dang, dude. When you flip and put all the stars on, it kind of gets crazy. The ability save each enemies in a 10 block radius reduce their damage by 10% against you for 10 seconds. Sounds kind of cool, I guess, right? I don't know. Costs like 2.1 bill saving. Wait, where's he at? One sec. Let me have a chat. Is he here? This guy's got one right here, you say. Hello, brother. I hear you have a very rare item. He's in the chat, so he's in the chat. What you looking for, mate? Not interested in paying some flipping redonkulous price for it, though, man. Bro, lowest bin is 2.4 bill. Bro, you can't even put an item up for 2.4 bill. What do you want about Sucka? Why do I feel like there's probably none of them on the auction house? Let me think. Why does everyone always say that? Like, what do you mean, let me think about it? Like, think about what? Like, what do you need to think about? Say 1.2 max saving. Nope, 1 bill max. 1 bill. 1 billion coins. That's what I'll give him. Even 1.5 is a scam saving? Of course it is, yeah. 1 billion, right? If he wants to sell for 1 billion, then I'll buy it for 1 billion. What's the item? Some bad weapon that comes from the Kudra. It's just really, really rare. So there's just not many of them in the game. It's like, it's not good. It's not useful, right? Like, the only people that are going to buy it are like item collectors or whatever. People like me. So the axe legit makes you take more damage. Or wait, does it not actually work? I'm pretty sure that he's right. Like, it's supposed to make you take less damage, but I think it actually makes you take more damage. I could rent the axe from him and we can mess with it and like see what it actually does. I don't know. Right, so the item says when you use this ability, it makes mobs deal 10% less damage to you, but apparently it does the opposite and it makes mobs deal more damage to you. Which sounds hilarious, so I'm gonna go mess with it, right? Yeah, like, it's not like there's only so many things you could do with it because the axe is bad. Like, it's not even good, right? Even if you max it out, it's still not even good. Like, a giant sword is probably better, a claymore is flipping better, hyperion, a Scylla, right? It's all better. Right, a Valkyrie is definitely better than this weapon is. It's not a good weapon, and it's also only epic rarity, so it's like you recom it goes a legendary. It's not a good item. But the fact that it makes you deal or take more damage when it's supposed to make you take less sounds pretty funny, though. Wait, what's the drop rate? Like, the drop rate was flipping 0.0002, right? It was like this number. That's how rare this item is. Is that like the rarest weapon on the server? What else is a flipping drop rate that's anywhere near that? That just seems ridiculous. I mean, I get that the Phoenix is a rarer drop, right? Like, out of the rarest drops in the game, right? This could be like flipping next to the Phoenix, right? As one of the rarest things in the game. It's 400 times more rare than a handle. It's the rarest drop on the server. Wait, what's the percentage chance of a Phoenix? Is this more rare than a Phoenix? I don't think it is, right? It is the rarest. Some of the dyes are more rare. I think a Phoenix is more rare, but right, this is definitely one of the rarest drops in the entire game by miles, right? It's gonna be the rarest weapon in the game by flipping 400 times, man. To the other, yeah, I think there's only one of them in the game because 15H had the other one and it got wiped, man. 1 in 30 mil is Phoenix legendary. Yeah, but that's from any mob though, so the probability of you getting a Phoenix is a lot higher because this comes from the Kudra. Right? You have to beat the Kudra and then you get it from the chest, right? So it's kind of like a handle, but it's 400 times more rare than a handle. Kind of nuts, man. Oh, dang, dude. He does actually have it, man. Look at it right there. The thing's beautiful. Here, one sec. I'll give you 50 mil. If you want to sell it to me, then I'll give you $1 billion for it. But if not, I'll just mess with it, and then I'll give it back to you in a little bit. Ooh, look right there. Okay. So what do we want to do with this, man? What I need to do is like a static damage test, right? Something like with no, right, we need to go like no armor. And I need to hold it in my hands, and I need to see how much damage I need something that deals the same amount of damage to me every single hit to see if it actually causes you to take more damage, or how can I easily test this? What's the easiest way to test this? Salvage it, so how much does it give you if you do salvage it? I'm obviously not gonna salvage it. I'm not gonna salvage it, but like, what does it give you if you do salvage it? It doesn't even let you salvage it, right? Dude, you can put you could do some crazy stuff to this too, because you could put Elite 10 on it, which makes you deal 10% more damage to bosses and mini bosses. And you can also get life recovery 10 on it too, right? Because it has those as the base right there. Okay, so yeah, getting this to be Elite 10 would be really, really complicated because anything above 3 is soulbound, you're right. Getting this to Elite 10 would be very complicated to do. It would probably be pretty flipping good though, because what is the percent damage increase at 10? Is it 30%? Because like, this thing kind of becomes a little crazy, right? What is a claymore? Right, if you max this thing, right, if you go like this and then you go, this is what I was looking at a second ago, right? This is is what it looks like flipping maxed. 324, 180 strength, right? Sadly, right, it's so rare, right? Like one of them all, it is the rarest weapon in the game. One of the rarest drops on this entire game. The drop rate is flipping 0.002%. This thing is wicked rare. It comes from the Kudra. I believe there's one of them in the game. Like, it's terrible, though. It's horrible. The thing is so bad. Where's my Claymore at to compare it to a Claymore? I mean, this thing is slipping tier 7 and cracked out the wazoo and super maxed, but, like, this thing is actually trash. The 30% more damage to mini bosses, though, with Elite 10 kind of changes the game. Like, a little bit. Taunt enemies in a 10 block radius to reduce their damage against you by 10% for 10 seconds. Where would that be useful? I'm pretty sure it's broken. I'm gonna go test it in a minute, but like, where would that actually even like be helpful? Probably something in the boss room of M7, cause like the Wither Skeleton hurt. Slayers maybe? Slayers, I guess if the Slayer kills you. I need a mob that does the same damage to me every single time. 85, 85, okay. Right, wait, do they all just do 85? No, they deal different amounts of damage. So the max was 85 though. So if I right click with this, there's no way that they should be able to do 85 damage to me because the max damage that they were able to do was 85. 62, 13, 115, 53, 30. Wait, how did it do 115? I think it is actually broken. One sec. I want to test it on some other mobs, like a Lapis Zombie sounds like a good idea. I think it is actually broken. Let me go test on an Enderman. Level 50 mobs. Oh, wait, if I punch them. 64. 117. 117. 117. 117. Okay, all right. So if I right-click with this, boom. 94. 124. 94. 124? How the frick does that make any sense? Now it's back to 97? Now it's at 127? Oh, wait, I'm not holding the axe out? Wait a second. If I hold the axe, it's at 133? Bro, what the frick is happening? 136. Okay, now if I use the item. 142? 140? Okay, bro. I'm definitely taking more damage. Nice item, man. 166, 140. Okay, dude. It 100% makes you take more damage. Nice flipping item, man. Nice item. Thank you, Hypixel admins, dude. The rarest item in the game. One of the most valuable weapons on the server. The most valuable weapon on the server. By base, right? Like a base Hyperion's a billion coins, right? This thing is flipping a billion plus, right? Like the dude wants 1.6 bill. The last one sold for 2 billion, right? Like the most expensive weapon in the game causes you to take more damage when you actually use the ability on it. That's fantastic. What a flipping scam, man. He's loaning it? Yeah. I don't actually want to buy it because the thing is broken. It doesn't even work, right? Like, not only is the axe garbage, the ability does the opposite of what it's supposed to do. It makes you take 10% more damage, right? Like, what this is supposed to do is it's supposed to make the mobs deal 10% less damage, but it eats your HP, it costs mana, has a cooldown of 20 seconds, and it makes you take 10% more damage. The flipping AOTD does more damage than this sucker does. I mean, it doesn't have anything on it, right? Like, it has nothing on it, but it's trash, man. Buy a clean giant sword and test it out. Then it's not an expensive damage test. 1 second, giant sword. I'll buy a clean giant sword, right? And then I'll hit one of these. 8,000 damage versus 6,000 damage. I mean, it's like, it's terrible. It's terrible. Like, the giant sword is 1/10 of the cost of this axe right here. And the giant sword is also a legendary item. This is an epic item, right? This thing is horrible, right? If you max out a giant sword, like a clean claymore, I can test a clean claymore as well. Claymore. 1 sec. Let me buy a clean claymore. 1 second. What is this? Dude, it's awful. It's actually terrible. Right, the claymore is more expensive than the giant sword, but this thing is actually terrible. The attributes on it probably make it really good on the Crimson Isle. You are correct. You are correct, right? Now, like, that is the silver lining here. If you get an Elite 10 and it gives you 30% more damage against bosses and mini bosses, and then if the ability actually works, and then if you max out the axe with 10 stars, right, on the Crimson Isle, like, this sucker might be pretty flippin' wild, right? This thing might be no joke on the Crimson Isle, maxed out. The Deladius axe doesn't have, dude, wait, is that really the drop rate? 1 in 460,000? That is totally nuts, right? Look at that number. The drop rate of this axe is 1 in 460,000 from the Kudra. There's only 2 of these in the game. It's kind of flipping crazy, right? Dude, this is quite a bit of clay every single day. I was looking at the funds right now. I got like 5 million in the bank, right? I got 300k on me. Like the dungeons that we just did, I'll probably get like 300 or 400k or something like that. And then I also got the diamonds too, which is like 2 mil plus. I don't know. We're kind of chilling right now. I have like 10 mil, or well, not really, but like if you include the clay, I don't know. That's a bit of money in clay, right? Each one of these stacks is flipping 30k. Yeah, it's like 2 mil or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. I got a little bit of money. I like probably 9-ish million if I was to sell the clay. So I need like 60 mil for the hyperion. We're getting there. I don't know how I'm gonna get the rest of it. I'm like 1/6 of the way there, which is not really that ideal, but so how old are you? Sound 17 to 35, depending on the situation. What do you mean by situation? Yeah, bro, I'm actually 42, man. You're wrong. So he was 15. No, I'm not that old. I was just kidding, man. I'm 22.